Hi, it's Phoenix Genesis. Now that the siren stuff, I can make my video. 1 week to hit the trail again, and came out here and slept and did my warmth test. You definitely want to test that gear before you go out there, especially the sleep system. You don't want to just buy it, throw it in the pack, and go out on the trail. You might have some very unexpected surprises, like shivering or just sweating from being too hot, actually. So let's just dive right in. So first thing I always talk about is campsite placement. Grass, nice, cushy, comfy, warm, insulated. Of course, you're gonna have more condensation, but this is where I went, and the test is always at 3:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. You know, don't go out there at 8 o'clock and go in for an hour and say, oh, I'm warm, because you're gonna get colder as the night progresses. So you know, set your alarm, get up, go out there at like midnight, and then wake yourself up at 3 and see if you're cold or not. So I wanted to make this one kind of a cheapy, inexpensive material sleep for people who don't have a lot of money. A lot of my gear is expensive and very technical, and you know, just customized for what I do, and I have different options, but this is the cheapy version. So instead of a poly cryo, I just had the good old dollar blue tarp from the dollar store. Not as waterproof, I would say, as a polycro or a marathon emergency space blanket, but did the trick. And like I said, I didn't want to use my good stuff. I could just throw this in the bathroom and let it dry out afterwards, because there was a lot of condensation. So having said that, let's move along. Again, I got this from a homeless guy who traded it. I fixed a tent at Idlewild one year on the PCT, and this is about $60 new. I reviewed the weights and the materials for these two, so you can watch my other video. But anyway, about 4 or 5 ounces. Dassault emergency breathable bivy, you know, reflective. If it's hot, you can, you know, sleep the other way and have the non-reflective side. So it's a very versatile like that, and you do want to store it with the reflective side out. So, you know, you have that. You stuff the quilt into this. Of course, if it's too hot, I love these, again, like kind of military modular systems, because I can pull this out, or I cannot use the bivy and throw this on me. Because it's in the bivy, again, I do not need straps, I do not need zippers, I do not need snaps. All I need is just the outer material that holds the down in, and you can seam rip this if you want. Again, 11 ounces. Probably take that down to 35. I took it down to, with wind chill, with nothing but a silver reflective dollar car window shade as my ground, and an emergency space blanket underneath, and with no bivy. And I took this down with a wind chill down to 0 on the PCT. And yes, I was cold. No, I did not have thermals, just compression sleeves on my arms and legs. But you know, I survived. I survived for the week. That's all I had. Anyway, you'd be surprised how little you can survive with. That's why I always tell you, ultralight's better. Anyway, this is the Thermarest Z-Rest, $7 at Target. I find that I don't need the reflective one, which is more expensive. I don't want to spend $50. I do have that one, and I find it's not as comfortable, and actually heavier, and not as warm. This one's just so nice and soft, especially when the sun gets on it. So comfy and dual purpose, you know, sleep pad, sit pad. You don't need to bring one of each, and you don't have to blow it up at night. You know, I love air mattresses. I do bring them, you know, because they're so compressible, fit right in the pack. But honestly, I'm so tired. The last thing I want to do, especially at altitude like in the Sierras, is blow, 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 and blow that thing up. And I'm sorry, they say 5 breaths, and I say like 50 breaths when you're tired at the altitude. So anyway, I cut this down, and then you can see how much I actually cut down. Again, it has to do with your size and, you know, how much you want. I like the whole body covered. I don't, you know, I don't like torso length anything. I like to just be comfortable from the ground, especially in the desert with all those pokey things that can get you. I want to be fully covered. And then again, this I did for the dog, but as soon as Daddy came home, my boyfriend Steve, dog bailed, would rather be on my bed while I'm out here. Anyway, also I think what made me warm was the fact I've been doing the Wim Hof breathing and cold system where I've been going out at night, deep breaths, just going out in the cold, shorts, t-shirt, because I noticed when I was breaking camp down in the yard last night at 3:30, I had nothing on. First I just kind of wrapped this as a poncho and just the beginning to get the blood flowing, but after like 5 minutes it was too hot. I took it off and I was just in shorts, and I had, oh yeah, what I slept in, I don't sleep in any jacket, down jacket. I don't sleep in thermals. I want just my body heat reflecting off everything and coming back to me. Also in a tight squeeze of a bivy, I'm just gonna compress all the the nice warm insulation if I have too much on. So no rain jacket, nothing. So yeah, I got down to 50 degrees in the system, and about 53 actually, and I was nice and warm, with those combinations of the different things, the Windhoff, and also just knowing where I set it, and campsite placement and how I set it up. And I was very toasty in just a light t-shirt and the just little cotton sleep pants, and that was it, and that was really good. And anyway, you got to test your gear. I cannot say it over and over. You got to see what works, and remember the PCT, there's different scenarios, so you're going to be just so different in one area, another area, when you start versus when you don't start. Is it a sunny day? Is there cloud cover? No cloud cover when you sleep at night? What altitude you're at? There's just so many variables. So you just, again, adaptation. And think of, we're not hikers, as more as like two-legged animals that are out there with all the other four-legged ones and the slithering ones, and we just all learn how to adapt. Anyway, Phoenix Genesis, 1 week. I'll see you on the trail. Bye.